Welcome to Expose and Express Live. And here are your hosts, Jenny Umali, Bernz Bayabo, Jill Siebenbroek, Rochie DeSagun, and Daniela Nastasi. Hello, beautiful people. This is Jenny Umali, and welcome to Expose and Express Live. And our today's host is Bernz Bayabo.
Hi guys, welcome to the show, and I'd like to introduce our co-hosts Rochie and Nathan.
Hi.
Hi.
Friday and
Hello,
happy
everyone.
we're live also in Manila.
Oh,
Yes.
exciting.
So Bernz, take it away.
So, okay, I am very happy to tell you something that me and my good friend Bongai has been working on. And so I want to introduce a little bit about what the topic is all about. And, child marriage is defined as marrying before the age of 18. And it's a practice that affects mostly girls and often leads to violations of human rights for the girls who have to marry early. UNICEF estimates that 140 million girls will marry early in the next decade, or nearly 40,000 per day. That's crazy.
Wow.
Especially when marriage takes place very early, below the age of 18. It profoundly affects a girl's life through lowering her education and future earning prospects. It may also lead to health complications, compromised psychological well-being, intimate partner violence, and a lack of participation and voice for the girls in their community and society at large. The issue of child marriage has attracted renewed attention recently, and a stronger consensus is emerging to eliminate the practice. Such steps include adopting and enforcing laws banning child marriage, but they should also include providing support and incentives to eliminate the practice. A total of 118 countries sponsored the resolution, including some of the countries with the highest incidence of child marriage, such as Mali, Ethiopia, and Central African Republic. While such resolutions are not legally binding, they help increase pressure on governments to take measures to eliminate the practice. Now, a local nonprofit has taken initiative in providing the support these young girls need to help eliminate the practice in Zimbabwe. They empower these young girls through education, teaching them leadership skills and life skills, and also providing scholarships. Please welcome my good friend, founder and CEO of American and African Youth Leadership Foundation, Bongai Mhloyi. Welcome, Bongai.
Yes, I think Bongai is still on hold. So let me just share with you, ladies and gentlemen, that our topic for today, our episode for today is Learn and Grow with Your Family. So we're not just going to talk about AAYLF, we are also going to talk about the events where Rochie is actually included. We are very happy, Rochie, since we're still waiting for Bongai. Rochie, can you tell us more about your event this coming September 22?
22, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that will be this Tuesday, and I'm very excited because in this fundraiser, all the attendees will be able to hear me and Christine talk about what is going on right now in our families, especially the one that is very close to my heart, which is online schooling or remote schooling.
Yes.
So we will be talking about it, how we could help not only those who are in Africa or in Zimbabwe, but our very own families here. So I will be talking about providing healthy meals for the family, the fast easy meals and healthy meals for the kids. Because, if you're home, it's very hard to work, provide food, and then also watch them do their online learning. It's way too much going on. And believe me, I got 4 kids.
Yes,
It's
yes,
too much.
yes. So I think
Well, we got
Bongai is now here
she's
to
back
join
on.
us.
Welcome.
Yay! Welcome, Bongai.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I connected. Christy was trying to call me, so that disconnected my phone. So, but now I'm back in. But thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a topic that is really close to my heart that we are discussing today. And I just want to thank you for letting me have this opportunity to come and share my journey with everybody. So I appreciate being here today. Thank you.
You're welcome,
You're welcome.
Bongai.
What you and your foundation is doing is really phenomenal. And so, like, we're really excited to learn more about how you empower tomorrow's leaders.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
Bongai, my first question is, of course, Bernz already mentioned a lot of like a good stuff about AAYLF. So, can you please tell us what is AAYLF? Coming from the beautiful face.
Thank you so much. So yeah, AAYLF, it stands for American and African Youth Leadership Foundation. That's the name of the organization. And why is it that? It's because I am a citizen of America and I'm a citizen of Africa, Zimbabwe in particular. So I named my organization American and African because I work with both youth in both countries, USA and also Zimbabwe. That's where the American and the African comes from.
Ah, well, how did you actually start this whole foundation? When did this whole idea came to light?
Oh my God. Thank you for asking that question. So this idea of me helping these young girls started way back when I was little. I was about 11 years old, 12 maybe. So I was home, of course, with my sisters, my brothers, and my grandfather lived far from where we lived. So this young girl came to my grandfather's house, and all of a sudden she's there. And then, my sisters and I will ask my mother, who is this girl? Where did she come from? What is she doing here? All kinds of questions. So my mother now explained to us that she is your grandmother. Then just that answer, I was like, okay, she's my grandmother. We're the same age. So how can she be my grandmother? So my mother went on to explain that she is your grandmother because her family sold her to my 75 grandfather who gave her parents 10 cows so that she would become his wife. And this all happened because her family was so poor that they needed those 10 cows so that they can get something to eat. They can, buy some groceries and just help the family a little bit. Then this young girl, she's no longer had this responsibility now because she's somebody's wife. So that's how it happens in Zimbabwe and most of the African countries and the other countries that are still practicing these child marriages. So this young girl was sent to my grandfather because her family was poor. They needed something. My grandfather gave them 10 cows. She came in. So, to make a long story short, she said she was miserable. She didn't want to be there. And, but she was told that she's my grandfather's wife. And my grandfather, of course, wanted to have children with her. But anyway, she ended up running away 2 years later. Thank God she didn't have any children with him. So she ran away. And then anyway, after I came to this country to further my education, I went to school, I finished school, but I didn't forget that story of that young girl that I saw crying all the time. She wanted to go to school. She had ambitions to be a nurse when she grew up, but that never happened because she was sold off to my grandfather.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On with my education, I started, thinking about her, and then I made it my passion. I made it my, that's what I wanted to do to help these girls. So that's how AAYLF was born because of what I witnessed as a young girl myself. Because sometimes I put myself in her situation, then I'm like, oh my gosh, she's 11 years old. and it's terrifying. And to be with a 75-year-old grandfather to her is a
Yeah.
so that's how AAYLF was born. And I started this nonprofit organization in 2010. So that's how I got started.
Right. Okay, so
Very
before Nathan asks question, we would like to welcome
Christine.
Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hello.
Welcome.
Christine
Thank
is
you. How are
chairman
you?
of the board of AAYLF, and welcome. Thank you for gracing our show.
Thank you for
Yes.
having us. Thank you for
All
having
right.
us.
Nathan.
Who are the faces of your organization? I know that because it is of an important issue in your country. Who are the faces that you chose to be part of AAYLF?
You mean the girls that I help?
Oh
No,
yes.
No,
I think it's the board members and all that stuff.
uh-huh.
Am I right?
Is that what you're
Mm,
asking, Nathan?
yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of beautiful people, a lot of people that want to partner with me and help me through this journey. I can tell you, I'll never be able to do it by myself. And Christine, right here, she's one of our board members, and
Mhm.
she's the chairperson. Christine started with me. I met Christine more than 10 years ago. So we started, working. She has the same passion as I have, and she's also from Africa, so she knows what we are doing. She experienced it herself. She might be able to tell her own story later on, but a good person to be on the board because she knows how it is. She grew up, witnessing similar situations. And we have John Lafferty. He's the president of the board. He lives in Pennsylvania, and he also works with people in West Africa. So he also kind of have experience with how things are and how things could be in Africa. And then we have people that are on the board members. We have people that are on different committees. So I'm really fortunate enough to have people that want to partner with me and share my passion and help me along the way. I can never do it by
Yes.
never.
That's true.
So my question is for Christine. Hi, Christine.
Hi.
Look, we're wearing red.
I know. I thought
Is
it's
that red
almost like
or pink?
it's like we color coordinated,
Yes.
and we did
Yes.
not do that.
Yeah. Are we?
It's a, it's a
We're so
powerful color.
aligned today. Woo, I really love it. I really love it. So my question is for Christine. Christine, what is your mission and vision for AAYLF and of course for your beneficiaries as well, for the children who are actually members or your students?
They're
Right.
recipients of
Yes,
scholarships
yes,
that AAYLF,
yes. So
you
what are
know,
your mission and vision?
Really, we envision being an organization that grows the leaders of tomorrow. In the long run, what we want to be able to do is to support the dreams of many of the young girls that we work with to go on and be leaders in their communities, in the country, globally. And that we're doing through things such as mentoring programs, definitely raising money to pay for tuition for many of these girls. Because as Bongai already mentioned, many of the young girls who we support are at risk, highly at risk for, not just uh, uh, not achieving their dreams, but really even just finishing high school,
yeah,
something that we just, sometimes take for granted here in the States. And so we're really big on helping, tomorrow's leaders achieve their goals. And if what it takes, is us coming together and bringing these resources together, not only money in terms of tuition, but like I said, there's mentoring programs, there's training programs, there's volunteering programs. There's instances where many of these young ladies have to be taught fiduciary responsibility,
yeah,
etiquette. They're taught a lot about health and wellness because we know that yes, you can take someone to school and they get that education, but for someone to be an effective leader, they have to be wholesome. right? They
Yes.
have to have full wellness. And
Yeah.
so we're very big on ensuring that we have not only a leader who achieves their goals, but one who is whole, one who is
Yeah,
ready
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
really,
Exactly.
give back to their
yeah.
communities. So that's just a little bit about what we're excited about.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little bit, but actually it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
it's a lot. And I know that you really think really hard when you decided to put this together because you know it's very controversial.
Yeah. It
Mhm.
It
is.
is.
It
You
is.
guys are very powerful and you're so brave to really put this together because you know that this is very controversial and yet you wear your cape just to be able to help these children and I'm so very proud of you.
Yeah. Well, that's
Absolutely
the reason I
controversial.
love working with Bongai because it's such a powerful, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Powerful move,
Yeah,
you know, to empower these kids, giving them a chance to be successful in life and be like equal to countries in other countries, like to
yeah.
be equal. So I'm really very proud at Bongai how she has opened up her wings and started,
Yeah,
being on lives and
yeah. And back to back with Christine.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, this
I mean,
too. I mean, seriously, ladies, you're not just wearing red. You're not just wearing red that represents love, right? You're wearing the like the superwoman in you.
yeah,
And I'm very happy that my son is here so he knows what's really going on. You know, this is an awareness. I know that we have already talked about this in the past, but you know what? Hearing this over and over again gives me more realization that this is real. What's
yeah.
happening in this
It's
world,
very important.
it's very important.
Yeah.
And
It's
Go ahead,
it's
Dave.
really different when you hear it firsthand from someone that this issue is happening right now in another country that you kind of feel like is so far from you. But then if it's a reality there, it's a reality here.
Yeah,
yes,
Mhm.
It
yes,
Exactly.
yeah,
absolutely is,
that's right.
it absolutely is. And it's interesting, you talked about brevity. And I think Bonga and I haven't necessarily spoken about that aspect, very closely. But I think the two of us maybe don't take it for granted that we're able to have these types of conversations.
Mhm.
I think we were maybe just lucky that we happened to grow up in families that, we were not at that level of risk, but we
Mhm.
did see many people who've been in that space. And actually, just this past weekend, I was in a conversation with some young people, not in Zimbabwe, but actually in Kenya, which is where I'm from. And really, my heart broke because there was a 12-year-old girl who got on, and she's actually pregnant now with twins.
Wow.
wow,
and
wow,
um
yeah,
and the reason she's pregnant with twins is actually driven by poverty.
Mm.
She was so hungry that a friend of us told her that she was introduced to this man who would apparently give her French fries, and
Oh.
in exchange for
French
French
fries.
fries she needed to
Wow.
give sexual favor,
Mm.
and unfortunately got pregnant, you know. And
Wow.
she was on this call because we were asking questions around early child marriages, around teen pregnancies and things like that, and to imagine that for an order of French fries,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you have
yeah,
a 12-year-old who is pregnant. And so you're dealing with judicial issues
Yeah.
there, right? You're dealing with aggravated assaults,
Mm-hmm.
but you're
hmm
also dealing with
Yeah.
cultural issues because her parents do not want to be embarrassed in the community,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So when we are doing this type of work, a lot of the time you're dealing with deep cultural biases, you're dealing with judicial systems that don't function the way they're supposed to, and then you also deal with great shame, for these
Exactly.
young
yeah,
kids. And so that's why I was saying that the wholeness of the child is important,
Yeah.
and the psychological component, even more so. But this is stuff that's happening right now as we speak,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, we're
Mhm.
talking about Zimbabwe, we're talking about Kenya, but we could be talking about right here in Coatesville where we live. This
Yeah.
type of stuff happens. It happens in New York. It happens in LA.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so, but they're I mean, I think we remain impassioned
Mhm.
to continue to do this because we have seen so much success with these young ladies.
Yeah.
To be able to see someone who was going to be married off to an 80-year-old and
Mm.
now getting ready to go to medical school. I mean, think about how
Wow,
many lives that young lady is going to touch.
Yeah.
To be able to
that's
see someone who
amazing.
was also going to be married off and now is like the head chef at like the largest,
Mm.
retail
yeah,
chain or whatever. I
yeah,
mean, so to be
Yeah.
able to see that, even though, of course, we're dealing with some very painful and depressing stories, but
Yeah.
to
mhm,
be able to see them overcome it in
Yeah.
spite
Yes,
of,
that's the best
just
thing.
Yes.
encourage us.
Yeah.
So we
Mm-hmm.
are glad that you all have given us an opportunity to actually share these stories with you and to partner with us
Yeah.
yeah,
as we work
Yes.
on this journey, right? Because as Bongai said, it's not one that one can do alone,
You're right.
yeah.
right? It
Yeah.
Yes.
really takes coming together. So we want to thank you for,
You know what
just
did it for me? One guy forwarded all these videos, and I was creating the video for the website, and all these girls or women, young women who actually graduated, they have their own careers now, they chose their own husbands.
Yeah.
I can see there was one, I forgot her name. Her testimonial was really like
Heartfelt.
heartfelt, and like it hit me. I'm like, I'm gonna help this foundation. I want to be in. And Bongai invited me to be on the board initially, and I'm like, what am I gonna do there? Like, I don't know. I don't really know then,
Yeah.
but now I feel like there's so much I can contribute, like just the mere marketing
Yeah.
and generating like some revenue for the foundation aside from asking for donations. I think like it's really powerful if we're able to have all the funds ready so we can help more girls.
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like anybody who's listening, like I would tug on your heart, please.
Yeah. Well, see, the good thing about telling our story and telling your story, we're not just telling the sad story here. We're
Right.
also telling the
The
story, the
success,
success
yeah.
story
Yes.
of not just the foundation, but all these children that you've helped. And I remember Bongai told me that one of her students actually married the guy of her dream.
Oh
So I
wow.
really like that
Aww.
story. Yes,
Yeah.
and we hope that one day we would be able to talk to her. Her Abongay, what's her name?
Which one is she married? What?
Yeah, she just got married and she married the man of her dream.
I have two girls. So this Maureen, I think Bernz was talking about Maureen. I mean, I love her story because the way she came to our program, she was in our program for more than 6 years because we got her in junior high. So she in high school, she went to college, she went on to graduate school. She met her husband, got married. I got invited to the wedding. Now she has two sons. She's working as well. And she is also helping other girls now.
Yeah,
That
she's sponsored.
question, yes, she's helping young girls as well. So that that those are the kind of things that keeps me going because when I look at her, I always think, okay, what if I didn't get this young girl? Where will she
Mm,
be today?
Absolutely, yeah.
mm.
Exactly.
To see her choosing her own husband and then to get married, to have children. Now she's also helping other children. That's just like, how can you not? And then the other girl who just got married, I was supposed to go to her wedding in April, but then COVID came, I couldn't go. So she actually postponed her wedding, hoping that maybe COVID will be done in a couple of months. That
No.
Didn't happen.
but we and you know what, go ahead, you waited long enough, go ahead and so she ended up doing a very small wedding, so she's off now to her husband. She's actually just found out that she's pregnant now. she's,
Nice.
she met her husband in college when she was in college, but she was
Wow.
for more than 6 years because we started here with her right when she was starting high school. So
Yeah.
yeah, things like that, it makes me, I think it motivates me, and you just say, I cannot stop now. Because to tell you the truth, I think I've told Christine this a lot, many times. that, sometimes I'll say, oh, next year I'm not doing this, I'm done, because it's too much. What people, these girls, I can't say Zimbabwe, so next year I'm not doing it. But then when I hear a story, when I see the girls doing what they're doing, then I say, okay, one more year, I'll do it. And I've been saying this for the past, I don't know how long, and I'm still doing it. And even now, we are, the more people that are collaborating with us, like you guys, now we have more exposure, and then we are going strong before. I mean, it's just like you cannot stop, because when you look at the girls before they come to the program, it's like darkness. There's future. There's, if we don't get them in the program, they either go get married, and these marriages normally don't last, because the guys are too old anyway to be with the girls. The girls are 12, 11. Like Christine said, this girl is 12 years old. She's pregnant with twins. And, sometimes maybe the husband is like 60, 70. He might have a few years. Then she's stuck, having to raise these twins by herself. So
Yeah.
no future, there's no hope for her. She has no education, her health is not going to be good. She got pregnant with twins at 12 years old. I mean, her body is not even strong enough to carry.
Look at it.
She's still mentally she's a child.
Yeah.
I'm 23 and I wouldn't even know what to do with a child.
Yeah.
Yes, Nathan. Yes, Nathan.
I had my first child when I was 33, and I was freaking out.
I know.
I'm so brave. I'm so
Very
brave.
insane.
I had my first child when I was 19 years old. And I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine myself like doing this kind of stuff with my children. So even if I'm raising it by myself because I'm a single mom, I just knew what I really wanted for them. And it's not about sacrificing my children, but sacrificing my time, my energy, and whatever I can sacrifice with, right? But not the children.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, that's why this cause is very close to my heart, because I had kids when I was 24. So I think that's I would say probably I'm a little mature enough on that. But I have two girls right now who are 15 and 17, and I can't even imagine having to go through that situation where, just for what, a cow, or the last one for French fries. Or,
Ours is
you
French
know,
fries.
it's too much. And then that's why when I talk to my kids, because now they're teenagers, I always tell them, you know what, you have first world problems.
Mhm.
Your problem is the internet, because you got 2 minutes of lag time.
Right.
And they were like saying, but it's too much of a problem. It's not a problem, because in some places,
They don't even
there
have
are,
internet.
they don't have internet. They don't even have a bag of French fries, right?
No basic social services.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes I tell them, this is how, if you see yourself, or you see other kids in the other parts of the world, you would appreciate how blessed you are,
Yes.
and you could
Absolutely.
give more. And
Yes.
that's what I always tell them.
Yeah.
I do have a question, Bongai. Sorry. I do have a question. In regards with the parents of these children, how are they? What are the stories that they tell you?
the parents.
I'm sure they're
Yeah.
dying. I'm sure they're dying, you know?
So the parents, I tell you, most of these girls, they are products of child marriages themselves. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
it's a
goodness.
cycle.
Yeah.
all
Becomes
of
a cycle.
them are, products of child marriages. So the parents, they know what they went, the mothers especially, they know what they went through while they were having these children, because they didn't have an education, they don't have any careers, so they know how hard it was. So they don't want this for their daughters, okay? They don't want this for their daughters. But the fathers, because girls are always at a disadvantage. Boys, because the fathers, the parents, they will choose to keep the boys in school while marrying off these girls, because
Mm-mm.
they are going to be married anyway. So the boys have to be educated and stay at home. So the men will be like, okay, she's 12 years old now. She can go and get married. I get my 10 cows. But the mother, her heart is broken. Most of them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
Some of them, I have a girl whose mother arranged with her sister to have her daughter run away without the husband knowing that she's arranging all this. So she arranged that because she was about to be married off by the father. So her mom and the sister arranged that she runs away, and the mother will say, I don't know, the child ran away. I have no idea where she went, but she's in the program right now. But the father doesn't know where he thinks that she ran away. But the girl is in school, but the mother knows where she is. So the mothers, I mean, they don't want this to happen to their
Of course, yeah.
they know the end result of this. It's no future at all, nothing.
Wow. I'm
True.
speechless.
Yeah,
I'm speechless.
yeah.
Absolutely true. And in
Sorry,
some
Bernz.
I'm
instances,
Wow.
sorry.
I'm actually lost right now. Where are we?
Christine,
and
Christine
in
is
some
saying something.
instances, oh, sorry, go ahead, Nathan.
No, Christine is saying something.
And I was just going to add to what Bongai said, which was, in some instances, because of the high
I
risk
I
that's there,
right back.
the parents even want their children to live maybe with the teachers at the school,
Oh, mhm.
because
Yeah.
they don't even want to risk their kids coming back home during the vacation,
Yeah.
because they think that if they come during vacation, they may still get married off. So
Mhm.
many of these girls,
Wow.
when they leave home and they enter this program, especially if it happens to be that they're going to a school that's a little bit away from home, chances are that's the last time they're living at home because there's too much risk,
There's
for
still the
them.
probability of.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it's a life, it's a dramatic life decision, you
Yeah,
know.
that's true. You're not going to be
For
able to see
them,
your
and some of
family.
these parents, especially like Bonga said, the mothers, they make that decision knowing that they don't know when they'll next see their child, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they would
Wow.
rather
Wow.
sacrifice when they'll next see their child than to keep them home
Hmm.
with the
Yeah.
risk of
Mhm.
them being
Yeah.
affected further.
I have a question.
Well,
Um,
okay.
how do you bless you? How do you guys find the girls that you help, and how do they find you during this pandemic?
So,
Like, 'cause-
I think what's been happening, because the program has been running for quite a while now, a
mhm.
lot of it is word of mouth.
Okay.
A lot of it is word of mouth. And many of the girls are not necessarily in cities where there's a lot of resources, they're in
Yeah.
rural areas.
Yeah.
It's very much word of mouth. Like Bongai said earlier, if a girl goes away, like the mom orchestrates and goes away. Of course, if
Yeah.
the mom has a friend, maybe they go to church together with, or whatever, maybe they have a little business or something that they're doing, they will share with other women who maybe might be complaining that the husbands are trying to marry off the girls. So
Mhm.
word of mouth is critical.
Mhm.
The other place
Very.
where people will find us is through the schools. So
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
will
Oh
find the
yeah.
teachers
Smart.
because
Smart.
teachers
So
know.
it's a safe space.
Right. And there are times when like there's this one girl I remember, I think she's about 10 or 11 now. She went and told her teacher that she was at risk of being married off, and the
Okay.
teacher knew of this program. So she
Mhm.
then reached out,
Yeah.
and at least there was funding and so on. So this girl got taken into the program, and
Yeah.
she actually stays like at it's like a hostel, like a dorm, because she
Mhm.
won't go
Hmm.
back home, you
Mhm.
know. So a lot of it is word of mouth. And then now, because we've definitely been much more visible than we were in previous years.
Mhm.
In Zimbabwe now, people are hearing much more about it. And then also on the US side,
Mhm.
sometimes you will find like people within the Zimbabwean community, since they're very aware of what Bongai has been doing, if maybe a family member of theirs or something reaches out and says, "Oh my gosh, there's an at-risk child at place X," then you can reach out and see how best to help them. So that's why like Bonga was saying, sometimes it can get fatiguing or frustrating because you're just like, wow, there's so many kids who need help.
Yeah.
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 And how are
Yeah.
you going to do it?
Yeah.
And of course, with such an organization, it's hard to arrive at sustainability because you're
Yeah.
continuously
Yes.
raising funds
So
to pay
yeah.
Mhm.
for pay for it.
Since we're talking about that, what types of events do you create for this fundraising for these children and also for your nonprofit?
Mhm.
So I understand that, of course, we have like events with Rochie and whatnot. So what are other events, especially like, yes, Nathan said that during this pandemic, how do we raise money now that everything is closed and we cannot get together? I'm glad that there's
Yeah.
online. So can you please tell us more so that people can also hear and know what if they want to participate and if they want to
Mhm.
help us as well. So yeah, that would be great for us to know. Christine?
Sure. I can start and then Bonga will finish it up. I mean, I would say that during the coronavirus season, definitely most of the fundraising has been done online. I'm
Mhm.
running Facebook Live fundraising events. That was very new for us because we've always done these dinners and usually kind of, high-end dinners and really spoil people and things like that and layering the etiquette piece.
Yeah.
And people have always enjoyed that, where we put on hats and pearls and
Yes.
songs and stuff, right?
The
Me
tea
too.
party.
By doing that, people feel like they've gotten this treat, right? And part of that involves having speakers, so like last year we ran a session, we had like our local senators come in, some media personalities, some entrepreneurs, because part of what we always want to do is to ensure that we're pouring back into the very people who are donating,
Give-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's very important that
Yes.
when people come for for a fundraiser, that they
Mm,
don't feel that they're just opening up their wallet and just pouring money into a given
Yeah.
situation. What are they getting back? So
Right.
this two-way street is really critical.
yeah.
And so we shifted to online during Corona season. We've done multiple events online through Facebook, Zoom/Facebook,
Yeah.
and run sessions with sponsors. We've had a lot of sponsors literally take on the education of girls for a whole year, not
Mhm.
even just
Mhm.
semester by semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done things like basket raffles, where people and online, all online,
Mhm.
so we have a
Mhm.
couple of phenomenal. I'm not that creative, but they're really good at putting together these awesome baskets, and then you do like a basket raffle, and
Yes.
Shout out to
people miss
Paige.
that. Yes, the page creations, because
Yes.
people miss that. With coronavirus, that third dimension has been removed from us, that ability to connect with one another.
Yes.
So if
Mhm.
you're getting like this awesome thing, right, following an event, that's beautiful, right? So we do quite a bit of that. We do a lot of giveaways, from
Yeah.
various entrepreneurs who've been supporting us.
Yeah.
So it gives the entrepreneurs an opportunity to market,
Yeah.
their products, build their brands, whatever the case may be, because they're aligning with our organization, our mission and
Mhm.
vision. But of course, in return,
Yeah.
we have these students receiving money. So we have various tiers in terms of giving $25, 30, $300,
Yeah.
$1,000. It's
Mhm.
really what a person can give, but we try very much to get at least $300 per student who's going to go through high school,
Yeah.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how much it takes to finish high school.
Yeah.
$300 per year.
$300.
Some of us can blow
Yes.
$300 for dinner, one dinner, right?
Yeah.
And then we've also been doing drives where we can get $1,000 for a
Mhm.
student for a year for college.
Mhm.
So I mean, think about college education here. $1,000 is what, like one class, 3 credits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There, it's a whole year,
Yeah.
right?
Wow. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
we also have been running, sponsorships
Yeah.
online for that. Bonga, I don't know if you want to touch on more.
Yeah, I can want to. I mean, you are like hitting right on the head. But yeah, and also collaborating with other businesses that can, for example, Bernz. You have sponsored 3 girls now per semester. So businesses like Bernz or other businesses. I remember last time I did a workout because people with their small businesses, they might want to collaborate and help with the fundraisers. So I did a workout session with one of the girls or ladies that I met through Coffee Connect with Melissa. So she is an exercise coach. So I will raise funds for a girl, whatever. So whatever people were paying to come to the workout session, part of it was going to AAYLF. We were actually able to raise enough money to pay for one girl the whole year. We raised $300. So yeah, collaboration with other companies and just individual. Besides doing our virtual events, I speak to individuals and ask them if they want to give back and become a sponsor and sponsor a girl. And what I usually do, if I have like an individual sponsor or a company, I would send them a picture of the girl they are sponsoring so they can have a face and a name put together. And I would give them the story. Why is this girl in the program? They get their story, and they also get to build a relationship with this girl. They don't only just pay the money and forget about it. So they get to keep, in touch with the girl, even mentor her if they choose to mentor her. But absolutely, they have that, choice to continue a relationship with her. Now we can be on Zoom. I have one lady who Zooms with her girl every week. I connect them on Zoom and they get to speak. They're building a relationship. So once you sponsor somebody, it doesn't end there with the $300. It goes on and on and on. So it's like a relationship building. And I'm also building a relationship with their company and they're building a relationship
Yeah.
with AAYLF. So it's a win-win situation. We are all winning and
Yes.
Yes.
and
It's all a collaboration.
Yes.
that's the biggest part.
It's good for the companies to partner with nonprofits
Yeah.
because they people will have the perception of they're doing something good. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
they're
Mm-hmm.
all for the good. So it's
Yeah.
always I encourage companies to and small business owners to
Yeah.
partner with a nonprofit, especially ours.
Yes. Yes.
It's really for a good cause.
Yes,
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 absolutely.
it is.
yes,
We're changing people's lives. So
yeah.
it's always a win-win situation when you partner with a nonprofit. You're helping a lot of people. So
Well,
You're helping a lot of people,
for
but you also end up growing.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's true.
yes,
Ever
and
since
paying it forward as well.
yes,
Exactly.
absolutely, absolutely. Nathan, I think you were going to say something.
Oh, Bongai, what are the event for our viewers? Like, what are your events that are coming up so that people um might be able to join, or like it's something that they'll look forward to?
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Nathan, for bringing that up. That's the favorite part today.
Abongay, can you say that again?
Your audio's a little breaking up.
Oh, okay. I say thank you, Nathan, for asking that question. That's the favorite part of this interview today. So on September 2nd, which is next Tuesday, we have an event coming up. It's at 7 p.m. We are calling it Empowering Tomorrow's Leaders. And Rochie is actually going to be speaking at that event. And Christine is also going to be speaking. So we are inviting people to come and join us on that event, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just asking for a donation of $25 for people to join us on that event so that they can hear how to deal with this COVID, with kids at home, meal planning with Rochi on meal planning on a budget,
Budget.
their meals, how to deal with, this is our new norm. I mean, we are all in this together. We didn't know how to do it together. So we are going to be talking about that. But yeah, $25.
Yeah,
We
let
can
me search the
Rochi, so what are you going to share in this event? I'm so excited.
surprise.
Just a little bit like a sneak peek so that people who would want to join you can they're not just going to learn and grow, but they're also going to be able to help a child to end marriages
Exactly.
here. So for Christine and of course Rochi, begin with what are you going to share with this event? I'm excited because I'm going to be there.
Secret now. Actually, I'm very excited because, my topic is something that is very, very close to my heart. It's actually cooking healthy meals on a budget. So I know we need that one for quarantine cooking. So I'll be sharing tips on how to create recipes that the kids will be um, helping out, and also it's going to be on a budget and it's healthy, and of course it's also allergy friendly, so
Very
you don't have to be complicated or You don't have to be expensive to make it allergy friendly. Actually, I'm trying to make all the recipes and the tips work on providing meals that are under $10.
Yes, so
So
I
for a
have.
family,
I want that.
yes,
Yeah. So before Christina said something, I would all the people who are watching right now are moms and dads.
Absolutely. Yeah.
exactly.
I want to say hi to Joanne Singson. I want to say hi to Catherine, Elaine, Michael, Nina, Bernie, Jem, Wena,
Oh,
Mads,
there's so
Alma,
many people.
Wow.
Heidi Reyes, Monina Ruth, Adele. Thank you so much, guys, for watching us today. And yes, Christine, what are you going to share with us on this event?
Roshi, should I say it?
A little bit, a little
Oh,
tiny bit.
No, I'm
oh,
picking on you. I'm picking on you. You know,
oh.
so just a little bit background on myself, right? So I'm a CEO of a natural and organic hair care company. I run a management
Ooh.
consulting company. I certainly work with Bongai on AAYLF. I've been very active in Kenya. And the reason I'm saying all these things is because this whole coronavirus piece was just, a strange angle that was added onto my list of things to accomplish
Exactly.
because I have two children, right? And they are being homeschooled right now. And I never
Yeah.
thought I would be a homeschool parent on top of everything else. So, so I'm going to be talking about how to balance this, right? How do
Wow.
you, as a parent, as a guardian, help your children be successful, learning at home, and also you be successful in accomplishing what you need to do
Mhm.
because school has just started, right? For most
Wow.
people, school has not been in for more than a month. I'm talking about
Yeah.
kids in the US now. Many of our kids are learning online.
Mhm.
And there are many parents who are really asking themselves, how do they help their children be successful online when they also are working? Roche is
Yeah.
going to deal with the whole food part because I want to learn about what she's doing because
Yes,
I need
definitely.
that, right? But in the
Yeah.
meantime, we also need to talk about how to help everybody be successful, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Without losing all of our hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some parents also their technology challenge.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mhm.
exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
True.
like, and there's so many platforms that are being used. I mean, I sometimes I just keep asking my kids, like, so where do we do attendance and where do there's so much going on, right? So, how do we do this? How do we manage time, right? How do we work
Mhm.
through it so that they're not getting frustrated and
Right.
they're able to be successful? So, you're as a parent or caregiver is not getting frustrated and you
Yeah.
can get through your day. And oh, by the way, have a decent meal that will keep everybody awake so that when they really need
Uh,
you,
Yeah.
but that's also what we'll
Yes.
be talking about, is how during this season of
mm,
Corona, right? Do we, as leaders in our communities, um, in our homes, right, in our businesses, still remain successful while helping these young people also achieve their goals? So that's what we'll be
Mhm.
talking about. I'm
yeah.
excited. I can't
Yeah.
wait. I used to be a college professor, taught chemistry
Ooh.
for a long time. So education is deep in my heart. Even
Wow.
when I try to run away from it, it finds me. So you know what I mean? So that's what we'll be
I
doing.
am so excited. I'm so excited.
And there will be, we'll meet the teacher in Zimbabwe, and one of the girls will be there.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna be
nice.
there.
One of
Yeah.
them.
Yes. All right, so I actually have a surprise gift for everybody who's watching us right now. If you're interested in this event, I am going to donate one seat for one parent who would want to join this. So definitely, I'm gonna buy two
Wow.
seats. I'm gonna buy two seats, and I'm gonna give one to anybody who wants to join. And then all you have to do is share this video to your page and like our page as well and our YouTube. And later on, I'm going to post it on our website and our account and pages, so you will know how what we're going to do. So, but definitely, this is a promise. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna sign up for this, and I'm gonna help one more. All right. So yes.
Nice.
Anything else that you guys want to
You-
say?
So Jenny, you inspired me when you decided you're going to donate something.
Yes.
To your attendees, I will donate a bottle of hair serum
Oh, wow.
to
Oh,
somebody. So
all
Oh,
you
right.
pick. I'll donate.
Okay,
I'll
so
donate
I'm
a
gonna
ticket.
show this to them then.
I'll donate a ticket to them,
Oh,
that person, whoever that is, as well as a bottle of hair serum. So we will need their contact information. So
Yes, definitely. Oh my goodness.
when you tell
yay!
me who you picked,
All right,
the
so
second
Nathan, do
person,
you
so
want
at
to
least we'll
do
have,
it
and we'll just send them stuff.
Bongai, I'll put you on the spot.
what?
What do you think about raffling a bottle or giving away something that we have in our inventory?
I think that's a great idea. We can give away a bottle. It says, what does it say, Burns? I don't have it in front.
Here, let me grab it real quick.
All
Yes.
right.
Oh
Ooh,
yes.
yes,
Just
yes.
Wow,
literally
oh my
throwing
God, I
money.
mean, this is
Plug
amazing.
in.
I love this. How about you? Are you going to give away makeup tips?
Oh, sure, I
All
will.
right. That's awesome.
Yeah, let me finish with Burns first, and then I'm gonna tell you something.
All right, Burns, hurry up.
Don't
I
drop
mean, this
it.
is so fun. So while we're waiting for Burns, I want to say hi to Evie. Evie, thank you so much for watching us. You know what? Weekly, she watch our show every week, and she watches our show every week. So hi, Evie. Thank you for watching.
Okay.
There you go. Woo!
Woo!
They look amazing.
Wait, where's it? So we're gonna raffle these. There,
Mom, hold the other one.
Awesome.
there. So
Ooh.
these are glass and breakable bottles. So, and it
The
just
pretty
it has
value.
empowering tomorrow's leaders, and
Yes.
then here, so you can see there.
Right.
So
Right.
like this,
Nice.
and just you're supporting AAYLF if you buy these as well. So,
And
well,
these are unbreakable bottles.
yeah, they're unbreakable. They're glass. They're made out of glass, so it's good to have. And
Yes.
when you're working out and whatnot, you
Or
carry
take
it.
it when you're on your water in there.
Iced tea or whatever, and keeps it cold. No sweat, no spill.
Yes.
Handle on it.
Yep,
There's a handle.
Yes.
yep. So it's got
It's
these.
very fashionable.
Yeah.
It's like, let me just drink some water.
Very fashionable.
Yeah. Very
So,
fashionable
yeah,
that you can actually
we have some
put
nice,
on.
nice things to be ruffled out.
What is it, Bongai? You're breaking up.
We have some nice things
Okay,
to
this
be
is
on September 22nd. So people, please join us. Nice things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of things.
And there's a lot. Absolutely,
Yeah.
lots to
well.
be
I'm
ruffled,
very
lots
happy
learn,
to.
lots to give.
I'm also very happy to. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Christine.
Oh no, I
You were
was
saying
just
something?
Oh no, I was just saying that please do join us on the 22nd because there's lots of fun stuff to
Yeah.
receive as gifts, lots of raffles, lots to learn, and
Yeah.
lots to give.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it'll be a fun.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I really love about this event. Lots of ruffles, lots of value, and you're not just paying for your course, but you're helping these children.
Yeah, yep.
And
Mhm.
to add more to the excitement of this show, this is mine. um,
Absolutely.
the Expose and Express online talk show will also be a part of AAYLF as the series. So our next in line is love and money. So if you want to
Wow.
have love and money at the same time, that's what we're going to talk about in this series. So later on, we're going to share with you everything that we planned, and we're going to promote it for sure. So you have to stay tuned, and then I can't wait for all my friends out there to sign up for this event with Rochie, Christine, and Bongai. And you're going to get a free this one. Well, if you win.
If you
Yeah.
win.
Right.
Hey, don't forget, I'm still gonna give something.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, what
wait,
are you gonna
Rochie.
give? What are you gonna
Okay,
give?
I'm gonna give 1 hour free
Wow.
consultation to
Woo!
anybody who's gonna watch. So it's either if you have food allergies or you want to live gluten free, or basically you just want to cook on a budget. I'll give you 1 hour of my consultation.
Yes. So
Awesome.
well, your 1 hour is what, like $197,
Oh,
Rochie.
Yes,
wow.
exactly.
Yeah, that's $197 worth of 1 hour free
Wow.
Yeah,
coaching with the Frugalista mom, Rochie
exactly.
DeSagun. That's
That-
thank you so much. So Nathan, what are you gonna give?
No
I'm gonna
pressure.
share it.
Love. There you go, Nathan. Love.
Give it love,
Yes,
right?
uh,
Nathan, he just graduated, so
oh,
he's my virtual
I'm
assistant now.
still working part time. I'm a little bit unemployed right now.
Yes.
Unemployed.
So yeah, so he's really helping me a lot in this show. So if you see that this show is very helpful and fun, that is because of Nathan. He's creating all he's creating the content and the posters, and sometimes we argue because of different ideas, but we're mother and the son. So I think that's part of it, and I know that you can all relate. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I can't express how much I really appreciate you being here. And once again, please invite all the people who's watching us right now and who's going to watch the replay. So, uh, Christine, can you please invite them once again?
Take it away.
We absolutely cannot wait to see you on September 22nd, 7 p.m. There's a Zoom event you can see. You'll be able to register for the event on our website, endchildmarriages.org. 7 p.m. There's so much waiting for you. Whether it's how to cook amazing meals that are tasty on a budget, or
Mm,
you're pulling your hair out because you don't know what to do being a homeschool parent, right? Or you just want to be able to support a young child who has a big dream,
mhm.
right?
Yeah.
That's what we're about,
Yes.
empowering tomorrow's leaders. So please, September 22nd, 7 p.m., Zoom event, amazing space to be in. We have
yes.
unbreakable glass
Bottles.
Bottles.
bottle,
Water bottle.
for you to win,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, please do join us
Yeah.
and really support us on this journey.
Yes. My heart is so full right now.
Mm.
Rochie,
Yes, guys, I would love to have you join us on Tuesday, September 22nd. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mhm.
So
Yes, that's
we'll
good to
be,
know.
yeah, make sure it's Eastern Standard Time. So I just want to invite you to join us. Not only will you be able to learn how to cook meals on a budget or how to help yourself during this homeschooling season or remote learning season, you'll also be able to help another child be educated and make her dreams come true. So join us.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for
yes,
that,
I
Rochie.
love that. And of course, Bongai.
I will just add that the Zoom link will be forwarded to be as soon as you register on our website. I will be sending you the Zoom link so you can join us on this Zoom meeting. But again, I just want to invite you, join us, please. And just remember, you are going to get all this good information, but importantly, you are giving back to the community, to the less fortunate girls. So let's help these girls. I'm inviting you to go together. I will end with my favorite quotes of all. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay.
I'm very happy. It's always like a happy moment and happy
Yeah.
feeling for me every time that Bongai and Christine are here talking to us. And let me tell you, you're just an amazing and beautiful souls. So thank you so much again. And well,
September 22nd, that's 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
yes.
7 a.m. in the morning in Manila time for those
Yes.
watching in the Philippines. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
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 So go to endchildmarriages.org/events and you'll find the ticket registration in there.
And
Yes.
definitely, I'm going to post the final promotion on my page also and on my website. So everybody can be very happy because they can see where to sign up.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
love you so much. And
One last thing
Yes.
for all those who are listening, when you sign up, if you want, you can gift a friend
Yes.
and
Yes.
sign another person
Oh,
up.
Yes.
Just
True.
saying, if
Yes.
the
Yes.
spirit is
yes,
giving, you
yes.
can
yes,
gift a friend as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
yes,
Bring a friend, gain a friend, or
yes,
gain a client,
yes,
collaborate.
yes, yes. So
Maybe
definitely,
even sponsor a child.
Yes.
Yes,
yes,
and
definitely,
sponsor a
yes.
child.
Thank you. So
Yes.
Nathan, how do you feel about our show today?
I feel really good about it. Like just bringing awareness about this issue that's happening like in Zimbabwe is really like it gives hope for people that might like see this and that's the kind of reality that they have that it's happening and hearing about it with other about like about the stories of other people and hearing that it is being addressed and people do care about it is really life changing for those people. So I really enjoyed this live today.
Thank
Yes.
you.
I
Well,
want to know more.
yes, coming from a millennial here, so understanding the situation of other people, and the kids like you or young adult like you, it's
Yeah.
really important for all of us to know what's going on the other side of the globe.
Yeah.
Because we're
Mhm.
really the generation that's going to be leading, you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Yes,
So we have to
yes,
be very aware.
Yes.
yes. You
Absolutely.
know what? I still want to stay, to be honest with you, but we are already on our finish line. And thank you
Yes.
so much for being here. To God be the glory. I am sending you love, light,
Yes.
healing, and abundance. I'm Jenny Umali. We'll see you again next week. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm Karen
Bye.
to this
Thank
virtual live
you.
Zoom event on September
Thank
22.
you, Christine and Bongai.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Nice
all.
Oh
Thank
God,
Thank
you.
you.
I love you guys. I love the Philippines. I love Zimbabwe. I love US. I love everybody. Bye.
All
Bye.
right.
Sign up, please. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.